I've never shared this story publicly. Um, and a lot of people who know me know that I've talked about how I struggled to get healthy for many, many years. But what does that mean to get healthy, right? For different people, that could be different things. So in this video, I'm going to share uh, my deepest secret. I'm going to share exactly what I mean when I say I needed to get healthy. Because I work with a lot of clients. I coach a lot of men. My fiance and I work with a lot of couples. And I know, before I even meet with many of my clients, that this is going to be something that's going to come up down the line. But also, when I discuss it with them, they know. Men of a certain age and physical stature know what I'm talking about. And so today, in this video, I'm going to share something that I've never shared before, a story that I've never shared before, about why I needed to get healthy and what exactly I mean by that. So, I am blessed to have 3 beautiful children. My first baby, Jasmine, is 25 now. She was born in 95. My baby girl is 21 and my son is 12. And when you're young and you first get married, you have kids, life is great. You have a certain strength and stamina and virility. And a literal lust for life, And just to be frank, what I'm saying is that when you're young, you have great sex, right? You have great sex life. But for a man, as you get older, particularly, especially as you start approaching your 40s, definitely by the time that you get to be 50 years old, if you're a man and you have certain health issues, it's gonna affect you. It's gonna affect you downstairs. All right, it's going to affect your sex life. It's going to affect your performance. It's going to, yeah. And so I've talked about how for many years I struggled to get healthy and lose weight. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, the elephant in the room in many relationships and in the thoughts of many men is erectile dysfunction. Okay. Now, to give some context to this, I actually lost my father about 20 years ago. He was 59 at the time. He had kidney failure. He had been on dialysis for 7 years. And, in addition to that, I didn't know much about kidney failure then. But again, a lot of the people I work with have had this condition, are dealing with this condition. And, my father used to drink a lot. He was the hardest working man I ever knew. He worked extremely hard. He was an amazing man. Set an amazing example. Like, I've never seen anyone work physically or any way that hard and then also have such a zest for life, always happy, always convivial. But I saw him, suffer in many ways through this time. And so one day he asked me to come with him to a medical appointment in Manhattan on the east side. It was in the 60s, Midtown East, very affluent neighborhood. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I never been to such a cool clinic. Very discreet clinic, very professional clinic. and it was for a urologist appointment. I didn't know what that was, but he took me with him, and I just remember that day him telling me, Jose Luis, you know, you have to take care of yourself because life changes. But at that time, I didn't understand. I didn't understand what he meant. I didn't understand what he was feeling. I didn't understand the things that he could have been going through. And sorry. As I started to go up in age and get into my mid-30s and approach my 40s, I started to understand. I started to understand what he was telling me that day. Your body changes. And, you know, millions of men, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s around the world deal privately and sometimes not so privately with erectile dysfunction. You know, Viagra alone, whose patent is about to expire, and so now, you know, their sales have slipped because now other companies are able to use their patent and make a version of this pill, which is supposed to fix your erectile dysfunction. But you know, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And the truth is, what causes erectile dysfunction is the main things that cause it are metabolic syndrome, right? Which is heart disease, high blood pressure, you know, obesity, diabetes, kidney failure. There's some other things, and I'm going to get into that in this video. But the main things are, like I said, obesity, diabetes, kidney failure, hypertension, which is high blood pressure. And what causes that? All those things are caused by insulin resistance, all right? They're caused by insulin resistance, high levels of insulin in your body as a result of over-consuming carbs and sugar, all right? So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I've talked a lot about how I got healthy, you know, like I needed to get healthy. I didn't feel right. But that's what getting healthy was for me, you know. When I was a big boy for many years, you know, I was always active. I was obese, but I would play tennis, I would go swimming, I would go hiking. I had the same, you know, lust for life that my father had, but in time your body starts to change. And you know, like I said, there's some other causes of erectile dysfunction, like tobacco use can, you know, cause it. And another big cause of it is prescription medications, right? If you are on prescription meds, this can also cause erectile dysfunction. And there's so many medications that can cause it. So you would have to, you know, talk to your doctor. But I'll give you a few examples real quick. You have, for example, your benzodiazepines, right? Your Valium, Ativan, you know, those type of things. Xanax, you know, the any type of what do they call these? SSRIs, like Prozac, that, you know, anything like that, or any type of if you have like some type of high blood pressure medication, you know, like some beta blockers, anything that ends with OL, like, I don't know, beta wall or something like that. those are just some examples. There's many medications that cause erectile dysfunction. Again, you want to talk to your doctor, learn more about that. But I just wanted to make this video because, like I said, I work with a lot of clients. We work with couples, and this is a big issue, you know. And a lot of people don't know what causes it, right? That's the thing. A lot of people are dealing with high blood pressure. Their doctor has them on high blood pressure medications. Inevitably, they're gonna have, you know, if they're not already having some type of, you know, erectile dysfunction. And then as a result of that, that kills your confidence. It affects your relationship. You know, your partner starts looking at you as though, what is this person doing? Are they watching too much porn? Are they into someone else? Are they not into me? It's a slippery slope, you know, not to mention what happens just inside of the person that's dealing with it. You know, the insecurities, the psychological issues, which can turn into, fueled by the poor diet that the person's probably already on, is going to cause some type of anxiety or depression or stress. And like I said, it's just down the rabbit hole we go. So if you are someone who is dealing with this in private, and you would like more information from me one-on-one on how to deal with this problem, how to use a ketogenic diet to fix this, and discover the fountain of youth again. If you are in a relationship, you know what I mean, and if you know what I mean, and you're trying to get your groove back, you know what I mean. Like I said, me and my wife, my fiance, soon to be wife, we work with couples to through this issue, helping you with a lot of the dynamics of what couples go through. And and just to be honest, like me and my fiance, we don't have this issue, right? But I can tell you that last year, during, again, like I said, this is something I never shared, but last year, when I put on those 42 pounds during COVID, when the whole world was on lockdown and we were on lockdown, having an amazing time, I put on 42 pounds, and there was a couple of times that my performance was off, that my erection was off. And my girl looked at me like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, we good? And so, it's not an easy thing, right? In my mind, I'm like, hey, listen, it's no biggie, but like, it's something real that a lot of people go through. And so, for people that followed my journey and saw how I lost the weight again, I can tell you I'm back to feeling amazing. But it can creep up on you just that quick. It can creep up on you just that quick. And I know from my experience, from my own life, how it can, how I fix my problem through my diet. All right. So there, when I say I wanted to lose weight and get healthy, well, everybody knows what losing weight is. Now you know what I mean when I say I wanted to get healthy. And like I said, if anyone, couples or gentlemen, want to talk more offline, one-on-one, and just learn more about what I do, and and have any questions about this or losing weight in general, or any one of the issues that I mentioned, maybe you're not at the erectile dysfunction phase yet, and that's amazing, but you're dealing with one of the other issues that I mentioned which cause erectile dysfunction, like diabetes, prediabetes, or obesity, or kidney failure, or any type of metabolic syndrome, you want to know how to get better with that, I'd be happy to jump on a call with you and give you a free one-on-one session, explain to you exactly what you need to do to turn your life around. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, if it brought you some value, please give me a little love, show me a love, give me a like, and share it. I mean, that's what would mean the most to me. If you share this with someone and it can possibly change their life for an individual or a couple, that would absolutely help my mission to just help as many people get healthy as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. To the next video, I love you. Be beautiful. Peace.